So students, last time we had studied the process of extraction, and our today's topic is the general formula for the weight of substance left unextracted in the process of extraction. So as you can see, on the screen, for determining the formula for the amount of substance left unextracted, we need to assume something. Let we are having capital W grams of the solute dissolved in VmL of the or capital VmL of the solution, which is made by using solvent A, and let we extract this solution by using small v ml of the extracting solvent B each time. Now, assuming the partition coefficient of the solute between solvents A and B equal to capital K, and W1 small w1 grams is the amount of solute left unextracted in solvent A after first extraction. What I am saying, that I assumed that I have dissolved capital W gram of the solute in solvent A, and I want to extract this solution, which is VmL, capital VmL, by using solvent B, and the volume of solvent B taken each time is small v, and we assumed the partition coefficient of the solute or the given substance in between solvents A and B equal to capital W. Now, if small w1 grams is the amount of substance left unextracted in solvent A after first extraction, then we can write concentration of the solute in solvent A to the concentration of the solute in extracting solvent B is equal to K. You already know this, that the ratio of the concentration of the solute in between two solvents is equal to partition coefficient. Now, in this, if I want to write the concentration of the solute in solvent A after the process of extraction, the concentration left in solvent A would be equal to, how much it would be? Because in this I assumed that W1 grams is left and the volume of the solution is capital V. So, concentration left in the solvent A or concentration of the solute in solvent A would be equal to small W1 upon capital V, and the concentration of the solute in extracting solvent would be equal to capital W minus small w1 upon small v. Now, how is we calculated this concentration of solute in extracting solvent B? We assumed that small w1 grams were left in solvent A, and initially we used capital W. So, how much amount has gone into the solvent B? It would be equal to capital W minus W1, and we used small v ml of the solvent B each time. So, concentration of the solute in extracting solvent would be equal to capital W minus small w1 upon small v. This would be equal to partition coefficient. Now, from this I can write W1 upon capital V into small v upon capital W minus small w1 is equal to K. Now, multiplying the K with the terms present on the denominator, I can write small w1 is equal to K V or capital V into capital W minus K capital V small w1. Now, combining the terms of w1 or rearranging them, so that W1 terms are present on the same side, I can write small w1 plus K capital V small w1 is equal to K capital V capital W. Now from this, taking the w1 common, I can write small w1 into small v plus K capital V is equal to K capital V capital W. And from here I can write small w1 is equal to K capital V upon V small v plus K capital V into capital W. So this is the formula for the weight of the substance left unextracted in solvent A after first extraction. Now what can you point out from this? You can point out that W1 depends on the capital V. What is capital V? Capital V is the volume of the solution and small v is the volume of solvent taken for each extraction, and WV is the capital W is the initial dissolved weight. So I can say that the amount of extracted or weight of substance extracted depends on the volume of the solvent, extracting solvent used each time, as well as the volume of the solvent, or I can say solution in which it was present, and capital W, that is on the total amount present initially. Now if I want to perform second extraction, then after second extraction, if I assume that small W2 grams is the amount of solute left unextracted in solvent A, then the amount of the solute extracted will be equal to. Now after the second extraction, after the first extraction, we are left with small w1 amount, and after the second extraction we are left with small w2 amount. So I can say that for the second extraction, initial amount would be equal to small w1. So I can write the amount of the substance or solute extracted after second extraction would be equal to amount present initially minus amount left after extraction. So it would be equal to small w1 minus small w2 grams. Now applying distribution law to the second extraction, we can write small w2 upon capital V upon small w1 minus w2 upon small v is equal to K. Please note here that this small w2 upon capital V is the concentration of the solute remaining in the solvent A after second extraction, whereas small w1 minus w2 upon small v is the concentration of the solute that goes into the solvent B. So now from this equation I can write small w2 upon capital V is equal to small v upon small w1 minus small w2 is equal to K. Now multiplying this partition coefficient K with terms present on the denominator, I will get small w2v is equal to K capital V small w1 minus K capital V small w2. Now rearranging the equation so as to have small w2 terms on same side, I can write small w2 into small v plus K capital V small w2 is equal to K capital V small w1. So taking w2 common from this equation, I can write small w2 into small v plus K capital V is equal to K capital V into small w1, and from here I can write w2 is equal to K capital V upon V small v plus K capital V into small w1. This is the weight of the substance left unextracted after second extraction. Now by using this equation or by putting the value of W1 from the previous relation in this equation, we can generalize this equation. So what I'm writing, putting the value of W1 in this equation, we get W2 or small w2 would be equal to, now putting the value of W1 which we calculated earlier, equal to K capital V upon small v plus K capital V into W. So this equation will become W2 is equal to K capital V upon small v plus K capital V into K capital V upon V small v plus K capital V multiplied by capital W. Now you can see here in this equation we are having two similar terms. So from here W2 I can write W2 as equal to W2 is equal to K capital V upon V plus KV. Now I am in the previous equation I am having two such terms. So it will become square of these terms. So I can write W2 is equal to K capital V upon small v plus K capital V square into capital W. Therefore, in order to write the amount of substance that remains unextracted after nth extraction will be given by, this is the formula for for the process if we carry out extraction 2 times. Now if we perform the extraction n times, means we took solvent n times for the process of extraction, then what can I write? Just we have to use subscript here n in place of 2. So I can write Wn would be equal to K capital V upon V small v plus K capital V raised to power n multiplied by W. This is the general formula for the weight of the substance left unextracted after nth extraction, and this is very important from the paper point of view. Now in order for the process of extraction to be more efficient, we are having two conditions. First is, you can see I have highlighted this in red. First condition is that the amount of substance left unextracted after nth extraction, that is Wn, should be small as possible. What is the meaning of this? I am saying that process of extraction would be good if amount left unextracted would be small, means we have purified the substance to a greater extent, or unextracted amount is very small. Now when would this amount be small? Wn, when it would be small? This is possible if the term K capital V upon small v plus K capital V raised to power n becomes small. Value of n would be small if terms present on the right hand side would be small. So I can say that Wn will be small if the term on the right hand side, that is K capital V upon small v plus K capital V raised to power n becomes small. Is it clear? Now in order for this to be small, the ratio should be small. So and you can see in this the ratio Kv upon V plus Kv is always less than 1. How? Because the numerator term is having Kv only, Kv term only, whereas denominator term is the sum of V plus Kv. So I can say that the whole term K capital V upon small v plus K capital V will always be less than 1. And the second condition for the process of extraction to be efficient is that we should increase the number of extraction. Means the process of extraction is efficient if we carry out it by using the available solvent or solvent at disposal number of times instead of using it in single time. So for the second condition for the process of extraction to be more efficient is that we should use the solvent at disposal in small amounts each time rather than using it in single installment. And so if we use it in small installments, so the term small v in the denominator will become small and number of extractions n will increase. Is it clear? So this is, or these are the two conditions for the process of extraction to be efficient. What are the two conditions? Firstly, extraction process would be efficient if amount left unextracted would be small, and secondly it would be efficient if we increase the number of extractions. Further, the value of Wn cannot be equal to 0. What I am saying, value of Wn can never be equal to 0. What is the meaning of this? It is meaning of Wn small being never equal to 0 means that the unextracted amount will never be 0. Means some amount will always remain there as unextracted in the solvent A or original solvent. It means we cannot extract or carry out the process of extraction up to 100%. So I am saying that Wn can never be equal to 0 howsoever large may be the value of n. What is the meaning of whole of this line? Means W can never be equal to 0 howsoever large number of extractions we may carry out. What is n? N is the number of extraction. इसका मतलब है कि चाहे हम कितनी भी बार एक्सट्रैक्शन कर लें पर हम फुली किसी सब्सटेंस को एक्सट्रैक्ट नहीं कर सकते. So I can say that it is not possible to extract whole of the dissolved substance howsoever large may be the number of extractions carried out. Or I can say that some of the solute always remain there in the solution even after number of extractions. Is it clear? So this is all about the general formula for the weight of substance left unextracted. And last I am coming to the application of this, the process of extraction. The application of process of extraction is in the purification of the substances or purification of substances by removing impurities. Now what is the use of this? Suppose I am having an impure sample, I want to purify it. Then, and suppose I am having a certain volume of the extracting solvent, then I can say that process of purification would be efficient if I carry out the purification by using available solvent in large number of installments rather than it in using single installment. मेरे कहने का मतलब है अगर मेरे पास कोई इम्प्योर कंपाउंड है, मैं उसमें से इम्प्योरिटीज़ रिमूव करना चाहता हूँ, तो अगर मेरे पास जितना भी सॉल्वेंट है, मान लिया 1 लीटर सॉल्वेंट है, मैं 1 लीटर सॉल्वेंट को एक बार में यूज़ कर लूँ और उसमें इम्प्योरिटीज़ आ जाएंगी, तो वो उतना अच्छा प्योरीफाई नहीं करेगा किसके कंपैरिजन में, अगर मैं उस सॉल्वेंट को लार्ज नंबर ऑफ इंस्टॉलमेंट्स में यूज़ करूँ. मान लिया मैं पहले 250 ml यूज़ करूँ, फिर उसमें आगे उसको अलग कर लिया, उसके बाद फिर से 250 करूँ, इस तरह से अगर मैं यूज़ करूँगा, लार्ज नंबर ऑफ टाइम्स एक्सट्रैक्शन करूँगा, तो प्योरीफिकेशन यूज़ होगी, तो प्योरीफिकेशन ज़्यादा अच्छी होगी. और इसका अगर मैं आपको हाउस होल्ड में एग्जांपल दूँ, तो आपको पता है, ऑल ऑफ यू नो दैट यू यूज़ टू वॉश क्लोथ्स in your houses. So after dipping your clothes and in the washing powder or rubbing them with soap and hands, what you do? You at last rinse them in water, but for removing the dirt, what you do? You rinse them in clean water only once or number of times? You used to rinse your soapy clothes or detergent dipped clothes large number of times in water. Why you do so? So that the dirt, each time dirt is removed to a greater extent. आप क्या करते हैं, मेरा कहने का मतलब है कि अगर आपके पास कपड़े हैं, गंदे कपड़े हैं, उनको आपने डिप किया है, आप उन्हें धोना चाह रहे हैं. अब अगर आप उन्हें धोने के बाद आप उन्हें खंगालते हैं साफ़ पानी में, अब आपके पास मान लिया एक बकेट है भरी हुई पानी की और एक शर्ट है, तो अगर आप एक शर्ट को एक बकेट में डिप करके एक ही बार में निकाल देंगे तो उससे उतनी डर्ट नहीं निकलेगी. अगर मैं उसी बकेट को हाफ बकेट करके शर्ट को एक बार डिप करूँगा, 2 बार डिप करूँगा, तो वो ज़्यादा अच्छे से उसमें से डर्ट रिमूव होगी. और अगर मैं इसी तरह से उसी वॉल्यूम को 3 टाइम्स 4 टाइम्स रिंस करूँ, मतलब पहले एक बकेट में फुल रिंस किया, अब मैं उसी बकेट को 4 पार्ट्स में डिवाइड कर दूं, फिर मैंने क्लोथ और शर्ट को पहले फर्स्ट पार्ट में डिप किया तो कुछ इम्प्योरिटीज जाएंगी, फिर दूसरे में डिप किया तो कुछ और इम्प्योरिटीज जाएंगी, तीसरे में डिप किया तो और डर्ट जाएगी, और फोर्थ में डिप किया तो और क्लीन हो जाएगा क्लोथ. So this is the simple example of purification, I can say, or extraction. Is it clear? So that was all about the process of extraction. Thank you.